Yo, what's going on guys? Witness 2K back on NBA 2K20. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I have made my MT. If you look in the top corner right now, I have 450k MT. So I'm doing pretty good MT wise, you know, got plenty in the bank. And I'm going to show you guys how I have made it. Try and give you guys some tips. Now, I bought the best edition of 2K, so that means I got 50k MT at the start. And I had some VC and I have opened some packs before. So I know not everyone has going to be opening packs, but if you do open packs, the first tip I want to give you guys is as you grind throughout the game, you want to sell your Amethyst straight away. So if this video helps you out in any way, shape or form, make sure you like the video right now and subscribe to the channel. But going back to that first tip, like I said, sell your Amethyst straight away. Like, I just don't feel as though you need them. Like, you can, I want to complete sets to get tokens, but you can do it later. Like when these cards get cheaper and cheaper, especially when more promos come out. These promos came out and values dropped. So I sold my Amethyst as soon as I could. I had Giannis, I had PG, I had KD, Anthony Davis, LeBron, Steph Curry, and I sold all of them because as you play and get tokens and start to get rewards like these Amethyst rewards, there's really good ruby rewards, and then you move on to diamonds, you're not going to need them. So if you're not using them, even if you are using them, I recommend just get rid of them and make the MT for them, because they're selling for like 50k plus, which is a ton of MT. You can seriously complete other sets that don't have Amethyst and then come back and buy those Amethyst when they're a bit cheaper. So that's what I did. I did not have any of the current NBA Amethyst players. I would rather the MT, buy them later when they are cheaper. So that is the first tip I want to give you. If you have some MT, you know, if you have opened some packs and have some Amethyst, I recommend selling them and buy them back later, because they're gonna drop in price within the next couple of weeks, and that's when I recommend you should pick them back up. But if you're not opening packs and things like that, Domination is where you can make. People don't think you can make much MT, but you can seriously make so many. And I've worked out how much. As you see, I've like completed pretty much all of it. I just need to play the final 3 games in this historic Domination, which I'm going to be doing soon. But people don't realize how much MT you can actually make from Domination. This first Domination right here, you don't win any from the final 3 games besides the MT you actually make from playing. But I worked out from playing this entire Domination, you can make 30 to 40,000 MT. The only MT you make is from your game bonus from playing. So this is obviously the lowest, you know, profitable Domination you're going to get. But these ones right here, you make so much MT. Now you only get tokens for these ones, but these ones right here, you win 1,000 MT for winning the game, plus you get your bonus on top of that. So if you're making about 1,000 just from playing, that's 2,000 MT per game. And I worked it out, you can make from 60 to 70k MT from completing historic Domination, and all time is where you can make an absolute ton. You do not get MT for winning these games besides the win bonus. But these ones right here, you win 3 tokens and then you win 1,200 right here. 1,250 MT for winning 1 game. There's 30 games to play, so you can win from 75 to 80k MT from playing all-time Domination. If you complete all 3 Dominations with 3 stars on every single game, you can make anywhere from 165k to 190k, which is huge, guys. Absolutely huge. That is so much MT. Domination is definitely what you want to grind out. You can make MT from that so easily. Really, the games aren't that hard. So that's the first MT making tip, where I made majority of my MT at the start of the game was playing through Domination, because you get a ton of MT from it. And then other than that, it's just pretty much little challenges, multiplayer challenges that 2K have. 2K have one right here where you can play 1 game right here and it's 2.5k. That's a decent amount of MT for just 1 game. There's another one for tokens as well if you're interested. If you just grind things like triple threat on or offline, I've only got nearly 50 wins. I haven't been playing a ton of this, and the MT rewards aren't that great, but they're short games. So if you keep playing and you get about 200 to 300 MT per game, you grind through, and you're gonna keep making more and more and more and more as you play. So I recommend grinding triple threat offline as soon as you're finished with domination. But domination is the main thing where you can make MT. But going back to selling the Amethyst, guys, I do recommend selling your Amethyst as soon as you can. If you do not need to have them anymore, get rid of them while they have so much value. Because they, just think of 2K19. Those Amethysts dropped in value pretty quick after the first couple of weeks, so I do recommend selling them as soon as possible, and then you can come back and buy them when they're a bit cheaper. Now there is the collector levels, which you don't get a ton from, like you get 100 there, then it moves on to 7,500, then it comes down to 15,000. It's not that good until you get 2,000 cars or you get 100k. That's good, but it really isn't, that's a long grind to get to that 100k. But and another thing also is the silver cards. Know what sells for a lot. I sell everything. Like if you look right here, I have these coaches right here. I may not get much for them, but I'm gonna at least try and make profit off them. I sell absolutely everything, so make sure you do that. And if you open packs, I haven't done this yet, but there's also the shoes you can still sell. If you want to get absolutely top dollar for everything, you could sell these on the auction, but if you go through and quick sell every shoe, just like last year, you're going to be able to make a lot of MT. If you've opened up a lot of packs, even from the domination, from opening up domination packs and getting shoes, you can even sell them to make a few more thousand MT. It is kind of hard this time of the year because obviously things are new, everything's expensive. It is hard to make MT around this time of the year, but you can sell your shoes. It's a great way to make a couple extra thousand MT. Another good way of making MT, I did this last year, is silver players always have they always seem to have the most stupidest value. Like you see right here, silvers for 4,000 MT. What I would do is, because there's not many up on the auction, I would scroll through each one, and every now and then you can find a snipe. So if I were to keep scrolling through, you can go through. Sometimes you can make about 1,000 MT, but you see right here, there's only one for 12,000 MT. So you might be able to go, hopefully try and win this auction for under 10k and then resell him for 12,000 MT. That's just an example. Personally, I'm not going to do that, but you can go again and scroll. You see there's a 900 MT difference from this one to that 5,000 one. Sometimes the prices are going to change, but you get the method that I'm trying to say. Is you scroll through the silvers, because there's not many up, keep scrolling through, look which ones have value and where you can make profit from the cheapest one to the second cheapest one. If the margin is decent enough where you can buy and resell it, I think it's worth doing it. If you can do this a lot of times, I think you can make a lot of MT from doing this. I did it last year and it worked great. So here is a great example right here. We just got a really good snipe. That was a massive W right there. 3.2 thousand MT for that card right here. The second cheapest one is 7.8. You could probably even buy that 7.8 one. But that 7.8 one is probably going to sell pretty quickly, because it's maybe not though. You could even buy that. I'm not going to, but we are able to snipe this silver for 3.2 thousand. I'll probably be able to resell him for 7+k. So you get the method that I'm going through. Is if you can scroll through these silver players and find those players that have that big margin where you can actually make MT off it, you can make so much MT from this. I know it works because I did it last year and it's the same method as then. Nothing's really changed with completing sets like this, which leads me to my next example. Is if there are cards silver players selling for a lot, like you see this one right here, we got Matthew Dellavedova selling for over 3,000 by the looks of it. If you can be patient enough, keep your eyes on the auction. You might be able to pick him up for 2,000 MT instead of paying nearly 4,000 MT. So if you're trying to complete sets, or if you just want the card to then buy for cheap and then resell for more, if you can be patient, which is something I have trouble with, be patient. You might be able to pick him up for 2,000, 2,500, resell him for nearly 4,000. So that is a little bit of a method that I have, guys, of making MT. Domination is the main thing though, you want to get that out of the way. I don't recommend keeping your amethysts, sell them while they have so much value, and scrolling through those silvers, finding cheap ones, if you're patient enough to wait on auctions, and find that margin, guys. Find that margin where you can actually make more MT, because it is really worth it. If that card that I was able to snipe for 3,000 MT, resell for 7,000, if I did that with 50 cards, I'm gonna make thousands and thousands and thousands of MT. But that is going to do it for the video, guys. I hope this did help you out. Shout out to the video goes to Curry for MVP. But like I said, guys, I hope this video does help you out. Make sure you all leave a like and subscribe on the channel, and I'll catch you in the next upload. It's been witnessed.